Correctly securing a wheelchair is extremely important for the safety and comfort of the passenger as well as for your own peace of mind. Injury or death may result from improper securement. With the occupant facing the front of the vehicle, center the wheelchair between the floor tracks. Apply the wheel locks, or if motorized, turn off the power. Once you have the wheelchair centered and locked between the tracks, you are ready to attach the rear strap. Install the track fitting end into a slot in the floor track. Use a slot just to the inside of the rear wheel. Pull on the strap to ensure the fitting is firmly engaged and locked into the slot. If you're using an S-hook system, attach the S-hook to a structural frame member of the wheelchair. Then push the button on the retractor to remove the slack. Remember, for the best securement, the strap should form about a 45-degree angle between the floor tracks and where the straps attach to the wheelchair. Installing the front straps is similar. Install the track fitting end of the front strap into the floor track. Use a slot that's at least 3 inches outside the wheel. This prevents the strap from interfering with the footrest and gives better stability. Next, attach the S-hook to a structural member of the wheelchair. Then push the button on the retractor to remove the slack and crank it down for extra tension. Repeat this process for the other front strap.
Okay, Mary, I'm going to make sure that you are in here and secure.
Once you have all 4 straps attached, release the brakes on the wheelchair and check for movement. Once secured, the wheelchair shouldn't move more than 2 inches front to back or side to side. Reapply the brakes. There are instances when extra restraint may be needed. In this event, 2 additional rear straps shall be used. There are also times when a structural member is not easily accessible. The quick strap may help in these instances. This strap attaches to the wheelchair and provides highly visible anchoring points for the strap assemblies.
Doing it right also involves knowing what not to do. Don't attach the straps to the wheels or any detachable portion of the wheelchair. Don't allow the straps to conform or bend around any object such as wheels or footrests. The securement straps must have a clear, straight load path from the floor tracks to where they attach to the wheelchair frame. Keep the straps away from any sharp edges or corners. Never use the cam buckle straps on all 4 points of attachment. It is recommended that they only be used as front tie-downs. The cam buckle strap is primarily a slack-removing device and can only tension to the extent of the operator's strength and angle of pull. Never use different styles of buckle straps for the same end of the chair. Use 2 identical straps for the front and 2 identical ones for the rear. Do not cross-connect the strap assemblies. This can lead to potentially collapsing or tipping the wheelchair. If proper attachment of a specific type of chair cannot be accomplished, consult with your supervisor or contact your Sure-Lok representative. Once the wheelchair is secured, you're ready to secure the occupant. Let the passenger know what you will be doing at every step.
Gary, I've already secured your wheelchair, and I know you're capable of placing your own lap belt, but for the purposes of demonstration and with your permission, I'll attach your lap and shoulder belts. Now you may feel the back of my hand as I'm securing the belts.
Start by attaching the lap belt. Place the ends of the lap belt around the passenger. Thread them down through the opening between the side panel or the seat back and the seat cushion. Remember to position the lap belt around the occupant's pelvic zone near the hip, with the buckle of the lap belt placed opposite to the side where the shoulder belt is attached to the wall. For integrated lap belts, take the snap hook end of the belt and attach it directly to the D-ring on the rear securement strap assembly. Adjust the lap belt through the adjusters by pulling on the free end to make the fit firm yet comfortable. The integrated lap belt can only be used with the heavy-duty FF600 Retractor series system or the FE500 series system. Parallel or floor-anchored lap belts, on the other hand, attach directly to the floor track by inserting the track fitting end into the rear track. Use a slot next to the rear securement strap on each side. This means that the passenger and the wheelchair are secured independently of each other. Parallel lap belts can be used with any of the Sure-Lok wheelchair securement systems. The last belt to attach before you're on your way is the shoulder belt. Bring the triangular fitting of the shoulder belt over the passenger's shoulder, past the collarbone, and diagonally across the upper chest. Attach it to the stud of the lap belt latch plate. Pull on the loose end through the adjuster to achieve firm but comfortable tension. Pull on the belt to ensure that everything is properly attached. There are several types of shoulder belts that may be used. Non-retractable shoulder belts easily attach to a section of track mounted on the vehicle side wall, which provides increased positioning flexibility for multiple station vehicles. Insert the track fitting into a slot that gives the correct placement of the shoulder belt on the occupant. A non-retractable shoulder belt is recommended for passengers with limited upper body control. Retractable shoulder belts may be directly mounted on the vehicle floor or side wall. These offer automatic adjustments similar to auto seat belts. Many systems offer a height adjustment feature which provides up to 12 inches of vertical adjustment to provide the proper placement of the shoulder belt. All Sure-Lok systems have a single quick release button. Just push the button on the buckle to release the occupant's lap and shoulder belts at the same time. The integrated combination lap and shoulder belt is a very popular occupant restraint system. Here's how it's used with the retractor system. Grasp the buckle connector and pull the webbing out of the retractor. Slide it up the webbing a full arm's length while holding onto the snap hook and with the web stiffener. Take the snap hook and thread it down and through the gap between the wheelchair back and seat. Connect it to the D-ring on the rear retractor closest to the vehicle sidewall. Take the snap hook on the shorter buckle strap and thread it down and through the gap between the wheelchair back and seat. Connect it to the D-ring on the rear retractor. Then, snap the buckle connector into the push-button buckle and adjust the webbing using the adjuster to fit low and at the occupant's pelvic zone, near the hip and opposite the side from where the shoulder belt extends. Pull on the belt to ensure that everything is properly attached. To disconnect, press the button on the buckle.
Here are some important things to remember when securing the occupant. The lap belt must be worn low and snug across the occupant's pelvic zone, with the junction of lap and shoulder belts near the wearer's hip. Never position the lap belt over the abdominal area, over the armrests, or with the belt assembly twisted. Never extend the shoulder belt across the neck or face. Sure-Lok recommends that every securement station be equipped with a Sure-Lok occupant restraint system consisting of lap and shoulder belts. Do not use postural support belts in lieu of an approved FMVSS certified lap belt, designed and tested to be used in conjunction with the securement system.